And so, man, I don't think there could have been a more difficult challenge. Some self-imposed and some certainly to the credit of Utah's defense early on. But our team tried really, really hard all the way to the very end. And maybe if we make one more stop, it gets interesting and we throw the ball into the end zone a time or two and see what happens. The two players on each side of me, Brunson and Remington, have been in our program a long, long time, and I consider them dear friends, and they're the epitome of our program. There's no quit, and they stayed together and unified and battled back and made it a great football game, and I think one that certainly qualifies to be in the BYU-Utah rivalry manual or handbook or whatever it is. But I wasn't able to help our team quite enough in terms of overcoming the early setbacks. But I am certainly proud of how hard they played and how they battled in returning to make it as close as it was and giving us a chance to win. The credit goes to the players. They're the ones that chose to keep playing hard and trying hard, and they were positive on the sideline, which is an amazing thing, even though, I mean, it's 35-0, and I don't know how much time it even expired, like 5 minutes or something, and nothing, it could have easily gone to 70 if they hadn't have responded the way they did, and so the players deserve credit for that, and the leadership, which are these two guys.
This team, since January, that's something we definitely practiced and worked on. No matter what happens, no matter how much we get down by in anything, this team will fight back no matter what, and that's something that I'm so proud about, is that no matter what happened in that game, everyone had the mentality that we were going to somehow get ourselves back into it.
I think a lot of credit goes to the way we're coached and the group of guys, because quitting or giving up has never been an option. And even our wins in many of the games this season, we've trailed, and there was no question that the team was going to keep fighting. And man got too far behind to make it all the way back, but there definitely was fight and no quit.
Can you discuss what your emotions were like as you approached your last game with BYU's head coach?
Right now or through the whole thing?
You choose.
Yeah, I don't know how to describe it. Grateful is certainly the starting point. Humbled and proud, I think, just watching these guys battle. I mean, I've never been part of a 35-0 5-minute span before, and the thought that they just kept going, maybe that's kind of like what a parent would feel if their son keeps falling down and stands up and goes and falls down again, stands up and goes and falls down again, and they just kept chipping away. And so we did lose the game, but I'm taking with me a pretty good going away present from watching try that hard.
Bronco, what conditions do you think you left this program in?
I think I've left the program as a team that wins about 9 games a year, that has very good grades, that has players that want to be at BYU because of the standards, and that want to work hard. And I think there's an outstanding foundation in place for someone else to come and put their stamp on it. I leave with no regrets.
Bronco, what kind of parting words would you want to say to BYU fans?
I just, my headset on game day, it's got one ear covered and the other one's open. It's amazing, I don't know how many people were there, how I can pick out a single voice, and there was one comment that made that really bothered me. But at the same time, there's others that it's just been overwhelmingly positive, and my experience here has been, I appreciate the the intense support and the passion for BYU football and the standards. And I've learned along the way, I'm not all the way polished with it yet, but to embrace that. And lucky to have been part of a fan base that cares that much about success and about winning. And Holly and I have had a remarkable experience, and are thankful for the opportunity and appreciate the fans' support.
For the players, was it hard for you guys to focus on game X's and O's with the whole coaching stuff?
No, and the reason why is just because who Coach Mendenhall is, nothing mattered to him most than the game and us performing at our best. And so every practice, that's what we were there to do, to get better, to prepare. And although we lost, as players, Bronco has instilled in us mentality to work and work and work and never give up. And that's something that as players we'll always remember.
Maybe it's what I haven't learned. I mean, I've been I'm not sure what other situations there are left to be placed in that I haven't been in already, and I'm sure there are others, but I'm anxious to help another group of young men win. I'm anxious to help them grow and develop. I'm anxious for their college experience not just to be academics only, but winning on the field too, so they can be fulfilled in both. And I'm anxious to develop relationships, and that comes with time. And you know, I'm now, even though I'm the coach of these two, I don't feel like that. I feel like friends, and I'm hopeful I can develop that relationship as well and teach another group of kids to try really, really hard and to never ever give up. And when you do that, you're going to win your share. And as a head coach, I mean, yeah, I think BYU is a fantastic challenge in really every way for a head coach, and I'm anxious to see how it's prepared me.
What do you feel is your lasting legacy at BYU?
I don't know. If I had to say what I would want, it's just that I tried hard. That's what I care about most is being singular and focused and trying really hard. And both of these guys, that's who they are, and that's why I like them so much. So I know that wins and losses is how a coach is evaluated, and I get that. And we've won enough that I've been able to stay at a place for a long time, and I'm thankful for that. Along the way, though, being completely engrossed and giving everything I've had to a given team and a group of players is really where the reward is.